A couple held a bungee jumping wedding ceremony. When they jumped down, they discovered a dead body. The agent noticed there was no bleeding at the fracture sites of the bones and determined this was a murder case. The victim must have been killed elsewhere, then thrown from the cliff above to stage it as an accident. While examining the body, Vincent discovered something seemed to be inside the victim's stomach. Just as everyone thought it was some kind of insect, the medical examiner cut open the abdomen with a knife. Bizarrely, numerous green bubbles suddenly emerged. In a panic, everyone feared it was a virus and quickly sealed off the laboratory. Hodgins tested the insects with instruments but detected no toxins. Based on dental records, Angela identified the victim as Alex. The two then went to the car dealership where Alex worked to investigate. There, they met the deceased's brother and his wife, Annie. The brother said his younger brother usually earned money for him to spend, but ever since Alex had a huge fight with his boss and switched to the competing dealership across the street, he'd been ostracized there. However, the boss, Jim, claimed Alex wasn't poached away. He was fired. Alex had always been the top salesperson there, but in the last 2 months, he suddenly dropped to 3rd place. The boss warned him that if he didn't work harder, his commission would be reduced. Unexpectedly, Alex flew into a rage and even beat up the monkey on his shoulder badly, and that was exactly why he fired Alex. Just then, the medical examiner discovered the victim's bones were beginning to soften and take on a gel-like consistency. This indicated the body was decomposing itself, and at the current rate, they might lose all evidence before finding the killer. Meanwhile, Hodgins extracted some particulate matter from the victim's pants, a hot pink glitter powder most commonly found in strip clubs. Following this lead, the agents went to a bar where only one woman was using hot pink glitter. The woman admitted Alex was a regular customer. She remembered he got drunk that time and got into a fight with a car salesman named Buddy. So the agent used the pretense of buying a car to lure Buddy out, then suddenly accelerated during the test drive. Scaring Buddy into confessing that, upset about Alex stealing his customers, he drunkenly punched him. Later, Alex had threatened to go to boss Jim to get his job back. The taxi driver also confirmed that he did indeed drop off a drunk man at Jim's dealership that night. To figure out why the body was producing bubbles, Vincent decided to use magnification equipment for more detailed observation. However, the moment he connected the power, sparks flew from the deceased's body. This led the medical examiner to discover the body had been continuously releasing hydrogen gas. Hydrogen is produced when calcium in bones decomposes, and the only substance capable of doing this is hydrofluoric acid. Moreover, this substance is extremely easy to obtain. Common insecticides, rust removers, and various chemical products for cleaning metal are all made with it. To stop the reaction, one only needs to add an antacid. The good news was the bones stopped decomposing. The bad news was the bubbles had fossilized. However, Hodgins discovered monkey feces on the soles of the victim's shoes, and based on the size of the flagellates inside, estimated the feces was produced 5 days ago, the day Alex was killed. Police immediately conducted a search of Jim's dealership and indeed found large amounts of blood in the repair bay, along with a large bucket of concentrated cleaning solution. Clearly, this was the primary crime scene where Alex was killed. Although they found the fatal injury on the victim's vertebrae through X-rays, they couldn't determine the murder weapon because they couldn't see the specific condition of the bones.